Hello everyone, welcome back to the shed. I'm Lonnie.
Hey, I'm Candace. Welcome back. Well, we do have some orders to pull this morning, but first we're going to go ahead and tackle some viewer questions. I don't know why I just did that.
Because they're on the computer right there.
Oh, these viewer questions
Yeah,
right
there you
here.
go. Yeah.
You ready to get started?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
First one is Debbie McManus. How do you know where to place the item on the shelves when first listing? Do you keep a record of empty SKU places or go look first where you're putting it, then write the SKU onto your listing? So I'll tell you how I do my listings, and I think Lonnie kind of does his different. At least I've observed he has. So this is my process. Get my item, sit down at my computer, take a sip of coffee.
This is pretty accurate so far. When do we get to the part where you start working?
Yep, so I do my research, I find my price, figure out how I want to title it. I build my listing, and then I go take my photos. And after I take my photos, I go to the scale. Usually I need to, unless it's something like a little loose action figure or something. And I figure out how much my item weighs, what size box I'm going to need, like how much I'm going to put in for the weight and dimensions. And then I go find my location where I'm going to store it. And then I go back to the computer and I input the pictures, SKU, and location. So yeah, that's all done at one time. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put it until after I've taken pictures and weighed it. And then I go hunting for a spot. Sometimes we have to get creative. We may have to move things around. I did a box of Hot Wheels ID a few days ago, and I had to take two things off that shelf and put them somewhere else, physically and in the system, to make room for them. So, yeah, that's my process.
I do it similar. Usually what I'll do, first thing I like to find a comp for that item. Mm-hmm. To make just in case it's not worth listing.
Well, yeah, of course.
Because I don't want to take photos and all that stuff, and if it's not worth listing. Once I figure out it's worth listing, I take the photos first before I start a listing.
That's where we're different.
Right. And then, like I did this today, as a matter of fact, with this statue right here, Batgirl right there. This is actually, while I was taking the photos, I was also examining it, and I saw some blemishes, and I jotted them down here on this notepad. I also measured how tall she was once she was, standing up and stuff. I put down, that's my weight. I weighed the thing, and then I added on some more for packing. I think it weighed a little a little over 3 pounds. I put in 5 pounds for packing, and then I put in my estimate for a box size right here. And then after I did all of that, I went and put the thing on the shelf on 2 alpha, or sometimes I'll just note that there is an empty spot on a particular shelf, and I'll jot that down too. And so, I mean,
and then you build your listing.
And then I make the listing, hit list, and then if I haven't put the item on the shelf yet, I'll put the item on the shelf. Yeah. Now that's different for us because our shelves are all open. I'm not good.
Yeah. We don't have to go like.
Except for this stuff.
We don't have to look for an empty spot in a bin. Now, like, once upon a time, Lonnie stored his stuff off-site.
Yeah, and it was different then.
Yeah, so that's a little more difficult whenever you're listing one place and storing in another.
But I didn't start doing an inventory system with custom SKU and having shelf numbers and all that. When I was storing off-site, I wasn't doing that for the most part. I would have I put all the toys in this section and all electronics over here, and books would all be over here, and I just had it kind of like a department store. Mm-hmm. And that kind of works to a point.
Then until you get to a lot of items.
Right.
So yeah, take our advice from the beginning, use the custom SKU.
I would.
Just from the beginning, do it.
One other thing I want to talk about is I did keep custom SKU for one category when I was storing stuff off site, and that was for jeans. So I used to store everything in a storage unit. Mm-hmm. listed inventory in a storage unit before I got the shed. And I had like bins or boxes that I would keep jeans in, listed jeans. Problem is, I would assign like a number to each listed pair of jeans so I could, you know, quickly pull them once I went to storage. But the only problem is, like, whenever you have a box, say, that'll hold 10 pairs of jeans, and then you sell 4 of them out of that box, and you sell 2 out of this box, and you sell 3 out of this box. Well, now when you go to list some more jeans, how do you know where you're going to put them if the containers aren't right in front of you? So what I would do, I saw someone else use a clothespin method on YouTube. This was years ago. And what they do is they would take clothespins, they would write with a Sharpie the number, a number on the clothespin. And then whenever they would list something, they would take a clothespin, clip it to it, and that would be the custom SKU.
So in the box, the jeans are in poly bags standing up. Think about it like a file system.
Right.
So all your little clips are standing up, easy to spot what number you need.
Right. So I would go in, I would pull that, like if I'm going to pull orders one day, I go pull that pair of jeans number 13. All right, got them. Or whatever, you know, however you're numbering or naming them. And then whenever I would get home, I would put them down. I would take that clothespin, I would put it in a little basket of other clothespins. All the clothespins that I'd taken off of that kind of inventory would be in the basket. So then whenever next time I went to list a pair of jeans for custom SKU, I would pick out one of the clothespins at random out of the basket, and that's where it would go, because I would know I had an empty spot there in that box or that bin or location because I had the clothespin for it. So, and it actually worked very well for, you know, pretty good while.
I guess if you store off site, you could do custom SKUs and maybe keep like a mobile notes or a spreadsheet or something.
Right. Or I'm sure some people might even go in and just jot down where they put it and then update it later.
I'm talking about for knowing where you have empty spots. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you don't know where your empty spots are and you go to store at a site that's not right in front of you, whenever you actually put the stuff on the shelf, then you can go back and add it later. I don't know. I don't know. But the way we do it is very simple. It's not extremely efficient.
No.
It's not efficient. So, but that's how we do it.
Yeah. Next question is Max Hattie. Do you know if we opt out of passing on the discount, talking about the shipping discount on eBay, will it affect things like visibility on the algorithm or knock down the seller status rating? I don't know. I don't think so.
We really don't like to make much conjecture about the algorithm itself because we don't know, and we're not going to pretend like we know. I haven't heard anything knock down the seller status rating. No, there's no penalty for offering retail rates versus commercial rates. There's no penalty for it. Like, it's not going to knock you out of top rated seller or anything.
We've been doing it a while, huh?
What?
Passing on the discount.
Yeah, I've pretty much always done it.
It's not affected that.
Well, no, they're talking about the other way. They're talking about if they offer retail rates.
Oh, if they don't pass on. Got it. I read the question wrong.
Yeah. So, I don't know, but one thing I do know, the only thing I think it could affect is if the new default is to pass on that discount, and now, like, whenever new sellers come into the platform, casual sellers or whatever, if the new default is to not use retail rates, the new default is to use commercial rates, and it goes, I don't know what the percentage is now. Let's say 50% of people use commercial now and retail right now, right? And so people are kind of used to, the shipping prices being kind of, higher or lower or whatever. Well, let's say after a while, like if that, defaulting people to using commercial rates means that new sellers that come in predominantly are using commercial rates, because most people aren't going to change.
Or Or if they've never done this, they don't know.
Most people aren't going to change whatever the default settings are.
Yeah.
Right? They're just not. They're just not. They're probably not going to notice or know why it's important to or not to. So I do think maybe you could find yourself at potentially a competitive disadvantage later if your shipping prices look way higher than your competition.
Yeah.
But that would just be people shopping on price, total price, and not necessarily an algorithm based thing.
Yeah.
But then again, if eBay is trying to push people towards doing the commercial pricing, then I can't tell you that it wouldn't be an algorithm based thing, because I don't understand.
No.
I don't know what's in the algorithm.
Nope. Don't know.
So, I mean, it could potentially make your prices look high compared to the rest of the people on the marketplace.
Right. They may not understand why your prices or your shipping price is so much higher than the next guy.
Right.
So, next question. Pam's Eclectic Place 709. Do you ever have a customer sign for delivery on expensive orders? To me, expensive is over $200.
The only time we don't ship a ton of, like, we ship a pretty good bit of stuff over $200.
Not all the time, but you know,
it's a good bit. Like, we ship a lot of stuff in the $200 to $400 range, I would say. And no, we don't. We never add signature to delivery unless we have to keep our seller protection from eBay. I think it's either over $750 or $750 and over. You have to do the
signature.
The signature is required for seller protection.
Yep.
A delivery scan alone won't suffice to back you up should something happen.
Right.
On eBay's side.
Right.
Under $750, if you have a delivery scan, customer states they didn't receive it, your delivery scan is enough.
Yep.
That's the way I understand it. So no, I don't pay for that. I don't think it lessens your liability. I do think it might even, like if you sell something for $200 or $250, $300, you ship it. If the customer's not home or anything, they bring it back to the post office or whatever, and then they leave the notice, and the customer never sees it, and it can come back to you. Well, now you have this package just bouncing around the postal system, coming back to you.
Yeah.
High value. Don't want that either.
Nope.
So, I mean, if you do choose to do, the customer has to sign. Let your customer know.
Put it in the listing and then message them when it sells.
Message them, say, hey, look, this requires a signature of an adult or whatever. So be on the lookout for it. But personally, we don't do it.
Right.
We have gotten, I guess, it doesn't add any protection. Like if the package goes missing or something, and you say, oh, but I had a signature, that doesn't help you out more than the delivery scan would have anyway.
Next question.
Don't even try.
LC Angler 8466. Ha!
No, it's probably L. Kangler.
Yeah, I'm sure it's L. Kangler. When you spoke about selling reels, how do you know if they are any good? Seems impossible to test them unless you have a system. How do you list them? I don't know what the last one.
How do you list them as, probably is what they're saying.
Yeah. Not talking about fishing reels, by the way.
No, they're talking about audio reels. Like, wait, I'll show y'all right here. We have some listed. They're talking about like these audio reels here. Andy Williams, love theme from The Godfather. All right, and they're on these tapes. And so the question is, you have this tape. How do you know it's good? Mm-hmm. Answer: don't. I don't. Like I kind of look at the condition of the box, the condition of the reel itself. I have seen them before where the tape can get all messed up and crinkly and just nasty, and I have like not listed some of those before. Definitely have sold well in excess of 100 reels.
Yeah.
So up for prices up to like Had some like Ozzy Osbourne stuff. One time they got at a garage sale, sold it for like $300.
Mm-hmm.
Black Sabbath. He was in Black Sabbath, right?
Yeah.
It was a Black Sabbath. I think their first album on Reel to Reel. Sold the thing for like over $300. No problem. I didn't test any of it. So I just sold it as used, good condition, and
took a chance.
Took a chance, honestly.
Now, we have had some before where they were grimy looking and those got tossed.
Yeah. No, yeah. If something looks bad,
yeah,
I'm going to toss it. But like, as far as, do I know for dead certain that this isn't cut? Maybe that's not a factory cut. Maybe that actually is cut halfway into track 2 and we're missing the first song.
Right.
I don't know. So there is a little risk involved there.
And we're not going to get something to test them because we don't deal in them very often.
No, no, we don't.
Not enough to keep a reel-to-reel player.
No, those things are bulky. Like they're kind of expensive, and you got to keep the thing working. There are some things that we roll the dice on, and if we have trouble with them, like if the customer complains, send it back, or maybe I even just like, if it's a cheap one, I'll just say, okay, it's very sorry for you had the problem. Now what I don't do typically, I typically will not say tested in the title or something.
No.
On reels, I don't. I just say use, good condition, please see photos, whatever.
Right.
We've sold over 100 of them. Fail rate, I think maybe 1 or 2 people weren't happy.
Yeah, I can think of one, but
I think
sold
one
some before I came in here.
Maybe 1 or 2 tops, and then at that point, you have to go into customer service mode and protect your account. Like, try and protect yourself from, you handle it in a way such that you're not likely to get a negative feedback. Like, that's the thing. Like when fires happen, which they will, especially if you're not testing something, you got to put them out.
Yep.
And sometimes you can't go 10 toes down, no refund without the product, or blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just got to do what's best for you to protect your reputation.
Yep.
So
and like on a $10 reel, we're not going to pay return shipping on that.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Not unless we know it was good,
Right, but we don't.
Right.
I don't know if any of those are good.
Right.
So the question you have to ask yourself, some people are comfortable selling things they haven't tested, and some people are not. So which one are you? Are you comfortable selling something that hadn't been tested 100%? If you are, then that might be for you. If you're not, maybe pass on stuff you can't test.
Right.
And the thing is, most video games you see, most CDs you see, most DVDs you see, Blu-rays, media stuff in general, it's not tested. Most people don't test it. Most vinyl's not tested.
Right.
This is a little different because at least with a vinyl record, you can at least tell it's all there.
Or it's not scratched.
On this, you don't even know if the correct amount of reel is in there.
Yeah.
Now, what you can do sometimes with these, and I did this when I first started with them, I was like, man, there's not much tape on these things. How much tape is supposed to be on there? And I'll look at comps,
other listings,
and then say, oh yeah, that does look like the right amount.
That very specific one. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because they put the exact amount of tape on those. There's no extra tape.
Right.
I don't think. So, hope that answers your question. We don't test them.
Next question is from Pure for Press.
Pure for Press.
Or President.
Pure for President. Okay.
I don't know. Justin was RCA Flips on YouTube, right? Did something happen to him? Curious as to why they would have a picture of him hanging up.
They weren't asking us the question, were they? They were just making more of a general statement.
I think they were talking to the other viewers. He's referring to this picture right here. Yes, that is Justin. He used to be Art.
It wasn't RCA. It was RVA Flips. Yeah. RVA standing for Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
And
he was a reseller. He had a channel. Yeah.
He was a full-time reseller. He did YouTube. He had an opportunity to go back to work, and he took it. And he's very happy now. He's got a good job. He's chilling. He still sells some of his own stuff as a casual seller. Mm-hmm. So he still does eBay a little bit. Did something happen to him? No, he's fine. That is not a memorial photograph or anything.
No, it's actually kind of a joke thing. So
a couple years ago. Huh?
That was two. Yeah, we go on a trip with them occasionally, him and his wife. And as a joke, they gave us pictures of themselves one year, like you would give a relative or something.
Right. We met them and Ryan, actually. That was in Nashville. Actually, we've been on trips with them with that crew 3 years in a row, right?
Yeah, we did the rally, then
in 2021.
I think so.
Yeah, 2021 reseller rally. Yeah. We met. We met Ryan for the first time in person there, and Justin.
Yeah.
I had never seen either one of them for the person.
Right.
Before that.
That was the first time. And then we went to Nashville.
The next year.
And then this past year we went on a cruise with them.
Yeah. So, that's
why we have a picture of him.
We have a picture of Justin here, and Candace. I think Justin gave me that.
Yeah, and I have a picture of him and his wife.
And then Justin's wife gave Candace a similar picture.
Yeah.
And we were like, it was a joke gift kind of thing, but I actually like them. I like it. It's great.
Yeah.
And if you notice, his this drink he's holding here actually has some kind of leather thong looking thing.
Yeah. I don't know what that's all about. So, yeah, but that's why we have the picture.
There we go. Yeah, we have other stuff up here that I'm surprised nobody's ever asked about.
Yeah, like that right there.
Yeah,
I can't tell what it is. Huh?
Does anyone know what that is? Enjoy your life. Does anyone know? I bet not. Well, we do have a few orders to pull today, so let's get to it. All right, time to pull the orders. You ready?
Yep, let's go. First item, 10 Charlie. These are all on eBay, by the way. First item, 10 Charlie Hot Wheels Scooby-Doo with Real Riders.
Scooby-Doo. 10 Charlie. This guy. That's a nice looking card and everything.
Yeah, it is. It's got some nice graphics on it.
That reminds me of that video game.
$14.99 for that one.
What year is this from, I wonder? I'm trying to find it. 2020. Okay, no, it's very recent.
I remember Sarah, she had like a PC Scooby-Doo game. Do you remember that?
No, we had it on original Xbox.
No, there was a computer game.
Night of 1,000 Frights or something like that.
Was it Xbox where you went in the house?
Uh-huh. It was
Xbox. She was so scared of that game.
Jeepers, it's a creeper. And
she was so scared of the creepers. It was fun.
It was a fun game.
Yeah. Okay, 5 Charlie, 6 Hot Wheels ID. Number 6, 5 Charlie.
Hot Wheels ID number 6.
Yep.
Okay. Bone Shaker?
Yeah, what color?
Maroon?
Red, yeah, because we have a few of them laying around.
That's some more of a maroon, huh?
Yep.
Don't you think?
Bone Shaker, that's like your first car, huh?
Do what? Oh, yeah, jalopy?
Yeah, rattle your jaw off of you. $14.99 for that. 6 Charlie, 1 Punch Man, Volume 19.
These titles for these things kill me, man. One Punch Man.
Yep.
That means one punch and you're out, I guess.
I guess so. $8.99 for that one. Another Hot Wheels ID for Charlie number 30.
Okay. All right. Dark Knight Batmobile.
Yes.
And it looks like is it camouflage or something?
No, it's like a dark green. Open it up. It's a cool color. It looks cool inside. That one sold for $9.99.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, it's like almost like a chrome olive or something.
Chrome olive? Only one more thing to go, y'all.
Yeah.
This was a slow day.
Easy packer for you, huh?
It is. It's gonna be, yeah. It's gonna be a good listing day though. That's
Yep.
the good thing.
Last item, 1 Bravo Lego Jurassic World Raptor Rampage. 75917.
75917. Whenever I saw what this sold for,
You thought it was gonna be a big set.
I assumed it was gonna be not. I knew it wasn't the huge set, but I assumed it was gonna be like.
Yeah, that's only a little over 300 pieces, huh?
I know. That's okay.
That sold for $130.49.
Okay, not very much stuff today, y'all. But at least this was a nice little order here.
Yeah.
All orders are good, but I mean, just think if we wouldn't have sold this, what this bench would have looked like.
Yep.
Slim pickings.
Strap on your packing hat.
All right. All right, that's going to be it for this one. We are going to continue listing away at these piles of stuff. Oh, we even have, look.
We brought in some stuff.
Most of that is Paka Paka.
Paka Paka.
Paka, paka.
I can't wait till you start listing that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you call dibs on that?
I think so. I'm gonna finish up the Star Wars here in the next day or so, and then I think I'm gonna hit those. Because you're doing micro machines. You said you were gonna do these lots for
Yep,
me.
I'm gonna do those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do micro machines. I've already been working on some stuff today. I think I've done about, I don't know, 8 listings or so today. So,
Yeah.
which is kind of good because I can, you know, a poor sales day yesterday results in more listings today,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
should result in more sales tomorrow. I
That's
hope.
the theory.
We'll see. Y'all find out if you watch again. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.